Hi everyone, welcome back to Basic Beginner Budgets. I'm in the process of changing the name of the channel. It's going to contain more than just budgeting. And I was just showing you a picture of my tree. Yeah, it's not got any ornaments on it. Christmas is just one of those holidays that's gotten a little bit better for me due to some family members that have passed during this time of season. It's really a rough holiday. But this year I did get the tree up. I didn't get no ornaments on it, and I really wasn't in that blah of a mood. But we will see how it goes. It is the week between Christmas and New Year's. Sorry, I say a lot of ums. Just thinking of exactly what I want to say. But this video is going to be about some of my canning projects, and I'm in the process of going through everything and getting rid of stuffs. So right now you may see stacks of stuff around in the videos. It's just stuff that I haven't gotten to going through yet and taking some of it to the Goodwill, giving some of it away to people who might use it. Just really doing an overhaul on everything. I'm one of those people, I tend to, if I like something, I buy multiples of it, and then I don't use it. So it's like, okay, what am I going to do with it? And most of the time it gets thrown over to the side until I get ready to deal with it. And so you'll see some of that. But this video is actually going to focus on my pantry a little bit more. I've been working on it. I've started canning and start building my canning things that I've done. So let's go take a look at a few things. Okay, so then again, there's the tree. I like the gnomes, so might see some of them throughout the place. And elephants. Elephants are one of my favorite things. And that's a picture that we're going to be hanging up. So we're going to go into my kitchen and see I have canned some ham broth. I washed these. After you can jars, you need to wash them and make sure there's no like siphoning while you can, or your jars have dirt on them or even little particles still. So I always wash mine and let them air dry. You don't want to put it in your pantry and then it attract bugs. That's just gross. But you want to make sure you don't attract anything to it. I took the rings off, and if you can tell, I can lift it by the lid and the lid don't come off. That means your lid is securely tight. You don't want to be able to touch it and it pop off or anything like that, because you have certain rules that you have to deal with that. But this is actually ham broth. I seen a person made it on YouTube, and I thought, ooh, that it's ham and onion, and I'm going to use it to cook my soup beans. I call them soup beans. Some people will say, oh, I'm making navy beans, I'm making pinto beans. To me, I just call them all soup beans. It might be a white bean, it might be a dark bean, but eventually it'll be a bean soup with some cornbread. And then when I make my broth right now, I just make it in my crock pot. I want to get a big roaster pot, and then I will use it because I make my own broth. I dehydrate stuff, but right now all I have is my little air fryer that has a dehydration on it, and I do multiple small things. But during the year, that's the two things that I'm going to get. And my kitchen's done in roosters. Excuse me. And then I have a food saver. I bag a lot of stuff and freeze it. Or like I'll bag dry noodles and then put them in a bucket to save. So that's just some of the things I got going on. I like to thrift this coffee stand that it was a little kitchen cabinet or a little cabinet, and I turned it into a coffee area, but we actually got it. Some people had moved out of an apartment and left it sitting on the patio, and we ended up taking it and cleaning it up, and so that's what we use. I love old furniture. You'll see some things as we go throughout the house. And then this is one of those old 50 chairs where the bottom comes out to be a ladder. I searched and searched and searched, and I couldn't find one that was in decent shape that wasn't outrageously priced. So I found this one. It was actually a yellowish color when we got it, and the seat was tore and the back was tore. So we actually bought it. I think I paid like $30 for it at one of the Peddler's Malls, and I recovered the material of it, and then my husband painted it for me, and that's what we have. One of the projects I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be canning some pork. And at our local Kroger's this week, they had buy one, get one free. So I bought one for $11.99, and then I got this one for $10, and I'm going to can it in mason jars. I don't know if you've ever ate any canned meat that way, but it actually is very tender and very good. I do chicken, and it's funny because when you do chicken, they call it ugly chicken because it don't look so good, but it tastes wonderful. So we're going to step into what I call my room. We have a 3-bedroom house, and it's just me and my husband. So one of the bedrooms is my room, and one of the bedrooms is my husband's room, his little man cave type of deal. But this is my room that I've been working on. As you can see, I've started like a pantry in here, a bigger pantry, and let's just go through it. This is my work area. I have a lot of my purses hanging on the wall, or my bags for when I do whatever. And then my printer. I have my canning equipment in the bottom of it. I have plenty of jars right now, but as the season goes on, I won't. These are jars from store-bought stuff. I do not can in these, but if I dehydrate something and want to store it, instead of using my mason jars, I'll use one of these. Over here we have, I just have random shelves right now that I can put stuff on. Like up there you can see my toilet paper, my paper towels. I don't have a large quantity, but I'm just getting started. And I'm probably not going to have 6 packs of toilet paper in here of Sam's anyway. I mean, I have the smaller part of it because it's just me and my husband. And so, but on my shelves, this is a lot of my store-bought stuff. Like right now, all the stores have cakes and stuff on sale for the holidays. So I just been, as I go, I just been buying an extra cake or an extra icing. Every week I buy a thing of ketchup and a thing of mustard, some salad dressing, my teas. I do buy Classico when it's on sale because I get 2 purposes out of it. I get the sauce, and then I also get a canning jar. These jars are safe to can in, and the regular lids fit the top. So that way I'm not purchasing a lot of canning jars. I also find them at the Goodwill, yard sales, estate sales, and such. And then here's my sauce packages, some of them that I use. And like I said, there's Ragu, and then there's some Alfredo sauce. I'll make my own spaghetti sauce, but right now I just don't have any tomatoes at this time of year. But as the year goes on, sometimes I'll buy the tin cans of diced tomatoes and turn them into whatever I want. That seems to help things because I'm still learning to garden. I'm not that, I mean, I get enough for fresh eating, but I don't necessarily get enough to can large quantities of things. So I have to do alternate routes for that. I have some stuff in here like an extra thing of garbage bags, vinegar. I bought this thing of Windex, good Lord, about a year ago. But I've gone to use some vinegar or bleach for cleaning. I'm trying to get away more of the processed stuff, whether it's cleaners, food. I'm starting to make my own bread, which tastes amazing. As much as I can get away from processed foods, I'm going to. It's not that easy. Sometimes you just have to go with what you can get, but that's the way about it. But here I have vegetable soup, and when I made this, I have a lot of frozen vegetables, or if I have a lot of leftover vegetables from the week, I'll just go and make it all. Like I have all this here is vegetable soup. So that's a lot of vegetable soup for just me because my husband won't eat vegetables. This is some of the chicken I was talking about that I canned. It looks ugly in the jar, but it tastes so good and it's tender, not like when you buy the canned chicken at the store. It's not as tender. I don't know how to explain it. But it's very good. Make some wonderful chicken salad, or if you want to make some chicken pot pie, and you don't want to cook the chicken, you've already got it done. You just take it out and shred it. This here is canned hamburger. It has a little bit of a fat ring on it. It's not going to hurt anything. The thing about hamburger when you can it the textures and like you're not going to be able to take it out and put it in a hamburger patty, but it makes like great taco meat or meat to put in manwich or meat for spaghetti sauce, something like that. It's perfect for. And then I have my chili base that I make. I make a lot of chili, so I try to make the base up ahead of time and just let all those seasonings marinate really good. And so I do that. I have, I think, 3 of those left. I really need to make some more. These are my beans. I do my own black beans. I can them because when you want to eat beans, I mean, when I make my soup beans, I do it in the crock pot with the other, but just to have some beans to like make some refried beans with a quick dinner or something like that, these are perfect. And they're a little softer because sometimes when you make beans, some of them can tend to be a little hard compared to the others. But when you do it this way, they turn out really good. And then I have black olives. Again, something my husband doesn't eat. So what I do is I buy a tin can, which is really big, and divide them into these small servings. And that works for me. Then I have a small thing of pizza sauce that I made, and I put them in some of these small things for when I want it like a dipping sauce, but I only got one left, so I need to make some more of those. I got some banana peppers. These are also a bigger thing that I got at Sam's and then divided up later, along with this nacho cheese, which is perfect for when you make nachos or if you want to make some mac and cheese instead of, do something on a thing of Velveeta, the box mac and cheese with the cream that everybody likes. I bought a tin can of this, and this is what's left of it. But I had like 12, 15 little jars that I use for different stuff. A lot of times I make my own salsa, so I'll take it and mix it with some salsa, and it'll be some queso. And then this is the salsa mix that I use. I use Mrs. Wages, and I like it. And every time I make it, I take it to work, and they all like it too. And then these are some more of my older jars. Like I said, I don't can in, but I use them for different things. These are some spaghetti seed squash that I took and I've saved. I need to put them in a container. And then this spring, I can grow my own. I don't have to buy any, which would be wonderful. I have some pork rinds down there and just some miscellaneous stuff I'm still going through. I get these pans for when I want to make stuff and take it to work. I turned this little shoe rack, well, there's still a couple pair of shoes in there. I got them out into holding stuff. Like this is my gnome lotion container my friend got me. So I just leave it on the door and put stuff in it. There's my Zote soap. I make my own laundry detergent, and I'm going to do a video on that. I like making my own. My daughter does not like the detergent when it comes out. She feels it doesn't get her clothes clean enough, which it does. But it's not coming from a store, so she's like, oh, I don't like that. And then I have different things just in each little pocket. I have shavers in one, Tylenol, just little things that I don't want to really take up a lot of room. And then I have one of these white plastic containers that's got more stuff in it. And I don't carry, well, I don't know. I guess I do kind of not hoard, but prep just in case, because there was a time where I didn't. And then when my husband started losing his eyesight and had to have surgeries and be off work, it was like, oh no, what are we going to do? But we have a little bit put back. We're okay for that week. I have some shampoo, some conditioner. I mean, just a little bit of things. And over in my work area, I saved my change. So I have a big container of change rollers so I can take it to the bank. I have different forms that I work with. I do the cash savings envelope to try to save money. And I'll go through these with you in another video. I'm just getting started. So again, everything's a learning process. And it's getting there. It's getting better. It's taking a little time. And then the other thing in here is I have my Christmas tree box and my end table from the other room because I didn't have room to put the tree. And in the pink container, it's a pink, one of those pink plastic things with shelves. I have like my hamburger helper, my rice-a-roni, stuff like that. And then, like I said, it's a work in progress. I'm just getting started. You see these people that have these big, huge pantries, but they've been doing it for a couple of years, and I've been doing it for about 6 months. So I'm not doing too bad. I've gotten a good start on it, and we'll do updates as we go. But today I got my ham broth cleaned and getting ready to find a spot for it. I'm going to take that pork and can it, and then I'm going to start some chicken broth. I only have like 5-quart jars of it down there, but I use it a lot when canning. When I do my beans, I put that in for my liquid. If I'm making any type of chicken noodle soup, I'll use it. I use it a ton. I just need to get some more on the shelf. But we're getting there. It's a slow progress. And like I said, we'll come back and revisit it probably in about 3 months. And then in the summertime, we'll be working on my garden stuff. So we'll get stuff for that. And then hopefully I'll have a better year in the garden. Last year, I started a garden, and then we found an area in my garden that had ground bees. And I'm allergic to bees, so I didn't want to get stung and have to deal with all that. But I hope you all had a good holiday, and I wish you all a happy new year. And hey, let's just say this is going to be a better year. The other one had its days, but this one's going to be better. I just want to thank you all for watching, and if you like, subscribe. And again, you all be kind to everyone. Thank you.